What can poker and martial arts have to do with helping you achieve better results? Well, it's pretty simple. If you've ever watched a martial artist, maybe it's karate, maybe it's MMA, maybe it's boxing, one of the things that they focus on is being able to separate themselves after each action. What that means is if they make a strike or a kick or a punch, they don't then pursue the person that they're fighting with quite as strong, like they lock in like a pit bull. They allow themselves to space just a little bit to see everything that's going on. See if there's another attack, see if there's another way of approaching it, seeing if they're getting put into a trap, right? Well, the same thing applies to poker. Poker is a game where if you're playing, you might make a hand and you think that you have the greatest hand ever, but sometimes you need to call. And sometimes you need to look from an observant perspective where you see everything that's on the table. There's been too many times I play a lot of online poker, so I know a lot about it. There's been too many times where I think I've got the absolute best hand in the world, and I totally neglect to see the whole hand that's lying on what's called the river or the flop. And I miss it, and then I lose, right? So what does poker and martial arts have to do with getting your results? The basic premise here is that you need to be able to separate yourself from each action in a way that lets you see the whole picture as best as possible. Is this working? Is this going to give me my result? And not allowing yourself to get sucked in to what can oftentimes be a trap. That trap is that you've already bought in or you're already committed in a small way, so you think that you have to continue doing a process or continue doing something when you might better off have a losing hand. And it would be better to call your chips, call the game, and let yourself play another hand, right? So how does this apply to your results better or more in depth? If you realize that the nutrition plan that you're doing, maybe you did something on your own, you're following someone someone else gave you. You think what you're doing is better than what's recommended by a coach, a trainer, someone else, right? And you're doing this plan, and you've been doing it for a while, you're holding on to losing cards. You're not looking at the ability that what you're really doing at that time and point is you're trying to chase a game of poker that you actually have a losing hand on. Instead of allowing yourself to say, okay, I've already lost some money, I better not lose it all, right? Being able to separate yourself and see, oh shit, what I've been doing isn't working. Maybe I should change this. The same thing for martial arts. If you're attacking someone and you continue to attack and you've fallen into a trap, you oftentimes could lose the fight because of it. And sometimes the losing trap is just simply doing what we've always done. Doing what we've always done, thinking that it's going to give us another result, which is absolutely false, because doing the same thing will never give you a different outcome than it's already giving you. That's called crazy. Thinking that something is going to change by doing the exact same thing is not realistic. So you must, just like martial arts, just like poker, be able to see from the outside when you might have a losing hand or you're getting pulled into a trap, and allow yourself to separate and look observantly at what you're doing and truly ask yourself, is this working? Is this going to give me the win in poker? Is this going to let me be superior in a fight? Basically, what you're looking at is being able to see, am I continuing to get pulled into the losing hand? If you are, then you need to stop and allow yourself to see the big picture and see that, just like me with poker, if I had a pair of nines in my hand and a nine in the river, but they have a king and pairs of kings in their hand, I'm gonna lose. But I'm getting played into the game because I didn't see the other thing. And that's because I was so ingrained or so focused on what I was doing, thinking that I was winning, when in reality, I was pulled into a trap that was causing me to lose it all. So are you losing it all? Or are you able to see objectively the things that you're doing, and if they're doing what you want? If you're getting the outcomes and results you want, then continue to do it. But be honest here, guys. Don't allow yourself to say, yes, you're getting what you want, when you're truly unhappy with your success and your results and your outcomes. Because if you're lying to yourself, then you're going to act like it's someone else's fault. The truth is, if you're not getting the results you want, you're getting pulled into the plays that you're constantly playing, thinking that your hands and your maneuvers are better than what is out there, without realizing that there's something else better. And you sometimes just need to give up on the losing hand in the case of poker and allow yourself to not go all in and lose altogether, and allow yourself to play another hand that's better for you and give you the possibility of winning.